Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another book review. I can't even talk. I haven't been able to sleep very well. I want my dad. He recently talked to the his PCP, actually argued with her and found out that his lungs are a lot worse than what we thought they were. Just absolutely horrid news, but unfortunately it is what it is. He's got a mass in his back. He thinks it's gallstones, and he's got cysts on his kidneys, and I think that the mass in his back is what's causing the constant pain, but we really don't know much of anything other than his lungs are worse than what they typically are, and I think that this is an exacerbation of many years of smoking. He quit when I was 10. He quit cold turkey. Thank heaven, or he wouldn't still be here, but still, it's really wrecked his lungs, and it's a lot to process, and I just have to handle it the best I can and be as strong as I possibly can be. Everything will work out somehow. I have a good feeling, but it'll be difficult at first, but then I'll get used to it. But anyway, I'm going to talk about the Aloha Reef series. This is actually book 1 of 4. I really don't have the money to get the other books yet, but this is an excellent series. It's absolutely magnificent. If you like reading about Hawaii, then this is the series that you have to read. And I've always been fascinated with Hawaii myself, and I'd love to go at some point in time in my life, particularly Kauai, because Kauai is the island that has all the history involved in it, and it's less touristy than Maui is. And I'd like to go to Maui, don't get me wrong, but Maui is just a tourist trap. Oahu is nice too, and the Big Island. I definitely want to go to the Big Island. I want to see some volcanoes, and it basically talks about Kaya, and Kaya's name actually means the sea, which is apropos, because she is a marine biologist. She raised a porpoise from the time that it was born, and took care of her, and this porpoise actually looked after her, and she was trying to learn her language and everything. And it also talks about this mystery that has occurred and some foul play, and I'm not going to say what happens because it's going to ruin the whole story, but it's very well written, and I absolutely adored it, and I'm hoping I can get more of these books in the future. I can't right now, because like I said, I can't afford it. But Colleen Cobble, she's so visual and sumptuous, and she writes, and I felt like I was right there with the characters, and I love the fact that she has a Hawaiian translation in the back, because I only know a few things in the language, like aloha and mahalo, and that sort of thing. It's just what everybody else knows. It's just the common Hawaiian. That if you grow up in Hawaii, you learn a lot more than that. It's just a really good book, and I highly recommend it. It made me feel great after I finished reading it. It was just a refreshing book, and I can't recommend it more than I do. Just have a chance to read it when you get the ability to, and if you see it in a Christian bookstore, pick it up, because it's well worth your time reading it. This is just such a a stirring story. You wouldn't expect, well, of course there's Hawaii Five-0, but that's the only other murder mystery I can think of right off the top of my head. And it's actually done very well. I only watched one episode of that on television, and it was a great crossover. Actually, they did it just seamlessly. It's like they were always meant to be together. It was NCIS, LA, and Hawaii Five-0, and it worked very, very well. It was amazing. It was so cool. But I've never really watched Hawaii Five-0 other than that. I know the theme song, but I couldn't really tell you that much about it. But that's the only other time I can think of Hawaii ever being involved with mystery or intrigue of any sort. This one is more than that. It deals with this environmental outfit, a so-called environmental outfit. It's actually crooked, and it's called Paleo Aloha, I do believe. And then there's a crisis involved with a young child, and then it gets really it gets really intense with that, and she does such a sensational job of weaving a yarn that just leaves you incredibly entranced throughout. And I really can't say that much more about the Aloha Reef series, book 101, Distant Echoes, other than I absolutely adore it, and I'm hoping I can read the others. One of them, I'll tell you what they are as soon as I get into the leaflet here. Black Sands, Dangerous Depths, Midnight Sea, and Holy Night is actually an ebook, unfortunately. But I love her books. I've found a new author that I absolutely adore. I should say authoress. I'm going to be old-fashioned. Authoress. Like you say comedian and then comedienne. There's a difference, and an inflection in voice, but I've always done that. Maybe I'm just retro in the way that I distinguish gender, but it's just I feel like it's just more proper to do so, but what do I know? That's all I have to say. Until next time. Ciao, tutti. Live long and prosper.